Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in and let's roll the intro. So today we're going to be talking about just a little update basically on what I was talking about last time. So notably, we're going to be talking about the whole trip to Korea because guess what? It's happening. I have booked my flight. I am waiting for my visa. So we'll go over that. And I basically just wanted to ask you guys what you guys thought about the intro for one thing because I just made it. It's all made by me. So obviously don't expect anything amazing. I did my own sounds. I did my own music and everything. It's all played by me and etc. etc. I have zero musical training other than like the fact that I can kind of play guitar and kind of sing, but that's about it. So as you will hear, well, have heard, I guess, there is no guitar or singing in that. So yep, and I need to stop reaching over. But basically, that's pretty much it for that side of things. The other thing we're trying today, which is obviously new, is the camera. So the lighting is going to be a little bit different. I'm guessing quality is going to be a lot nicer, I hope. Not entirely sure about that, but I'm guessing the post-production on this is going to be hilarious. We'll see. So let's get to the update side of things. So first things first, the trip to Korea looks like it's going to be happening, unless if, of course, with the whole coronavirus and everything, if things change on that side of things. I can't control any of that. Not that I can control any of this anyway, but we're at a stage where basically I can't do much. So whatever. At this point, I basically got my visa code not long after I actually made that previous video. So I'd sent all my paperwork off. I'd gotten the last bits of paperwork to them. And basically, I think it took 4 days or 3 days, something like 3 days, working days that is, which is way faster than they expect. Usually it's 2 to 3 weeks. So 3 days was amazingly fast. Basically, got the visa code. I was actually at work. That was my last day of work. And I went, actually, yeah, was it my last day of work? Yeah, it was. And then basically the next day, straight in the morning, I was on a train to Paris, so that I could go to the embassy, so I can go and give him my paperwork. Thanks goodness I had like everything else ready, filled out, and the whole thing. And just for the fun adventure part of that, you might remember that I said I had a British passport. Well, guess what? The price for a British passport visa, well, for a visa and a British passport compared to like the French one, is like triple the price. So that hurt. I was not expecting to pay that much for a visa, but whatever. I mean, at this point, it's cost me an arm and a leg anyway. What does it matter? So that wasn't too great, but whatever. It was worth the trip because I discovered that you can buy onigiri, so Japanese like little rice bowl triangle thingies with food inside, with meat and stuff inside. They're amazing. I 100% recommend you guys try that if you ever have the opportunity. They're cool. So I discovered you could buy those in Saint-Lazare station, which is the station where the trains leave for Normandy in Paris. So that was pretty cool. That aside, basically at the embassy, waited for ages, and pretty much just gave in my form, my application, paid the immense amount of money, and was told, cool, you'll have it beyond 15 days, 14 days. So because of the fact that I did this by Christmas and New Year time, it actually takes longer than it might for some people. So that's kind of not so cool. Half of me doesn't really care because I'm like, well, it gives me enough time to pack, which you guys can't actually see the rest of my room because of the way the camera's focused, but it's pretty messy right now. So there's that. I definitely have a lot of stuff to still pack in. I have one suitcase basically finished. The only thing I took out was this little boy right here, which is a keyboard block by Roly. It's a like MIDI keyboard. They're really amazing. 100% recommend Roly. They're awesome. That's what I made the intro music with. Basically, that's pretty much that out of the like not essential stuff suitcase, and then my essential stuff suitcase has got tea in it currently, and like I want to call hygiene essentials, and I'm just waiting to wash my clothing one last time before I go, so that I have like 2 weeks at least worth of clean clothing, for obvious reasons. 15 days quarantine, 2 weeks of clothing, kind of makes sense. That's pretty much that on the like getting ready side of things. I mean, basically everything else is pretty much done. I just have to pack up my computer. Well, the part of my computer which I'm taking with, which is just my little Mac Mini. I can't take my Windows PC with me. It weighs a ton, so I'm gonna have to like purchase another one, build another one. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how that goes. Whatever. For those who don't know, that's because I do gaming streaming. Well, I had to stop for a while, but I usually do game streaming on Twitch. So also Lear Media, same name. You can check that out if ever you want to. Yeah, basically that's it on the like getting ready stuff and what's happening. So right now I'm just waiting to receive my passport. And I also have an appointment with the French immigration office to get a French residency permit so that when I come back into France, I actually have like no difficulties there because of Brexit and everything. So that's a whole shiz. That's a huge story. But for now, it's okay. Everything's going pretty much smoothly. I can't really complain. So yeah, I'm having fun preparing stuff on the Korean side, which is pretty amazing. Like organizing to get books sent to me so I can study whilst I'm in quarantine, and using Gmarket, which is what I was told to use for like what do you want to call it? For like purchasing stuff. It's basically Amazon, but like a la Korean, so better and not funding Jeff Bezos, which is pretty cool. Yeah, on top of that, one of the other things I wanted to talk about just really briefly for anyone who could use it, I'm actually going to put my referral link down in the comments because it gives you a really cool bonus. I started using a very cool international card called TransferWise. So a lot of people might have heard of TransferWise as a company to do, sending money abroad, but you might not know is the fact that you can get a MasterCard with them, which is really dope because for one thing, on your account, you can actually hold like different currencies and then put money into the different ones, like transfer it across. And obviously you pay a tiny fee, but it's minimal. It's really minimal. And thanks to that, you can like exchange it at like really best exchange rate times because they actually give you the direct exchange rate and then their fee is taken off on top of that, rather than like some other companies where they kind of hide their fees in the exchange rate. So you get like a really shitty exchange rate compared to TransferWise, so not so cool. And yes, I have used more than one. I'm not just saying that because I'm plugging a sponsor. I'm not sponsored. Point is, they're dope. If you use my referral code, you get I think £300, 300 Great British pounds as a transfer for free, so you don't pay any fees on that, which is pretty cool. I mean, I think that saves you like 15-20 bucks. It's quite nice. And obviously, if you're not transferring pounds, it's whatever that equates to in the currency you're transferring. So quite useful. There is a limit to which currencies you can actually use going in, but you can have bank details for all those currencies, which is pretty freaking amazing. So for anyone in Europe, it works like a dream. Obviously, that's the Eurozone. For anyone in Great Britain, I believe USA, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, and a few others. I can't quite remember everyone, but I think there's like Hungary in there as well, or Romania, one of them, like some other place as well, and that there's like inside the European area, but not actual Eurozone. So that's pretty cool. That's something new, very useful for obviously the Korean won, especially that the exchange rate's been kind of going up and down recently. So obviously I wait for it to be on a rise, transfer a bunch across, wait, and then put more like each time. It works pretty well. Can't complain there. That was just one other little update. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I am going to be a lot more present on social media. Specifically, I'm going to be making an Instagram account where I'll be posting like stories and stuff with just like travel updates as I travel, rather than, so for anyone who wants to look it up before obviously the actual video, which will be like a summary kind of the whole travel thing, there will be a bunch of like stories and pictures and stuff going up on there, including ones about like now my trip to the Korean embassy that happened a couple weeks back, about a week back, and no, actually almost 2 weeks, and just stuff like that. So basically a bunch of little pictures, videos, etc., snippets of everyday life of this whole channel pretty much and what's happening. So obviously that'll all be popping up on there. It'll be something to do with Lear Media. I will, by the time this video actually goes live, it'll be in the description, so you can go and follow me there if you want to. And yeah, feel free to share around the videos. I can do this. Feel free to tell your friends about it, and just if you want to tune in, There's going to be a bunch of new updates, a bunch of new things, and I'm actually kind of thinking of doing some pretty cool, fun stuff if I can. Currently, the Korean postal system is not allowing people to send normal letters out, but once that changes, I would like to run like a poll thing where basically I will actually send one person either like a letter or postcard or something with like obviously tiny little goodies like lightweight stuff, or if it gets a lot of demand, maybe I'll actually make a package. And obviously international shipping and everything is on me. We'll have to see how this goes. It all depends. And it all depends on like how the channel grows, etc. So the more people watch the videos, the higher the probability of that happening. You know what to do. I'm not going to give you any hints there. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and let me know what you thought about the intro. Catch you later, and I hope everyone's doing well, being safe, and if I don't make a video by then, I probably will. Happy New Year in advance. Catch you soon. Bye bye.